I mean, that's my first impression of the dwarves. It's kind of static down here. Like, that's how things are. They're very...
Oh, wonderful. A dwarven tavern. I've always wanted to try some of their ale. I hear it's quite potent.
Okay. Hello there.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I like to hear a bit about things.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view. The nobles stay upstairs, except when you're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving. It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
That's all.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Sure. Hello there, Nevin.
Afternoon, stranger. Looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dunca... something like that.
You know Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines. I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs. Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live. Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones. Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost ties. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Okay. Who?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Hi, Lord Helmy.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Well, can you kind of explain it to me?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
That's bad.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Court in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
I'll get going.
As you wish.
Ooh, there's a nervous guy here.
Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Okay. Which one did I just get? Okay, this is weird. Well, I guess if this has a root in political problems, I guess I'll be going to this Diamond Quarter thingy and deliver some knocks on the way. See if we can get to the bottom of this.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Yes.
Hi there.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Yeah, so I heard.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient paragons.
Ooh.
Have our traditions no value?
Of course not. Maybe I should take a look at this Lord Balin. That sounded interesting. Ooh, free weapons and stuff. Thank you. And a more made of diamond just lying around. Wow, that's nice. Hello there, lady.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Yeah, so I hear. Hello.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Yeah, many seem to think good of him.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
But I got kind of curious about that Lord Balin guy the moment they said something about...
Such big houses they have.
Yeah, now I say it. Compensating for something, perhaps? Let's look around. And this is the end, I guess. Oh, now I see. Ah, I was down there just before, and then go in there, and then go up. Ah, that's how it works. Oh, the Shaperate. I actually had some business in there. Let's...
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Excuse me?
Orden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
Did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Oh, there's more quests in here.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some
Just
research.
give me the quest, please.
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Of course.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens.
Of
I
course.
hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig and any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Well, there's always room to hope. Hello, Shaber.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand.
It can be
I
quite
apologize,
surprising.
Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the shaper of memories.
I can see the sea is... How is that again in English? Silent. That's how... Okay. Whatever.
The
Moving
shaper
on.
guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Well, that's good.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What harm would it do?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzammar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, thank you.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Look, variety is the spice of life. It's good to have some options. Well, seems like I have plenty of opportunity to shake things up here. Well, what? I believe they said Balin was it. Might as well talk with him first. Hello there.
Warden, it is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Devorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king. And we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
So I heard.
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
Can I talk with him?
You must understand, Harrimont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
Yeah. Well, what can I do to prove my good intentions?
Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harriman's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
How did you get those?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your tree.
Okay.
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
Ah. So that's how it fits together.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous likes to spend his time at Tapster's.
Yeah, I talked with him.
Commons. Remember, don't tell him you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Right, because Balin hasn't the best of reputations, and if they knew it was from him, they would suspect it was forgery or something. Right, right.